Welcome to RJ classes, and in physics today again we will do chapter light, topic light. And in light, not our today's topic will start with rectilinear propagation of light. Rectilinear propagation of light. In last video we have discussed a little about the rectilinear propagation of light. In this video we will discuss completely about the rectilinear propagation of light. So earlier we had discussed that light can travel through any of the medium. Light does not require any medium to travel in order to travel. So light can travel through solid, liquid, air and any of the medium. So whatever the medium and wherever the light travel, that does not matter. Light always travel in a straight line in a particular medium. Obviously it is to be notable that whenever light enter from a medium, suppose we have a medium and from one medium to another medium, whenever light enter it bends, but obviously that is the behavior of light. But whenever light travel in a particular medium, whether it is air, water or glass, that doesn't matter, but in a particular medium light always travel in a straight line, and this behavior, this property of light is said to be rectilinear propagation of light. So about the rectilinear propagation we understood it is the behavior, it is the property of light to travel in a straight line. So if we need to write the definition of rectilinear propagation of light, I am writing here rectilinear propagation of light. So phenomenon, what is this one? The phenomenon of traveling of light in a straight line is said to be rectilinear propagation of light. If you have been told to write the definition, or you will write the definition only in this way. Okay, the phenomenon of traveling of light in a straight line is called rectilinear propagation of light. Propagate, that means to travel, propagation of light. So we understood that what is the meaning of rectilinear propagation. So in science, each and every statement need evidence. So means just now we will prove it that light always travel in a straight line by giving a simple experiment. 1 or 2 experiment we will follow in order to prove that light always travel in a straight line. So in order to prove light travel in a straight line, that light travel rectilinearly, so we take certain things. First of all, some cardboard, now candle. So in first experiment we require only 2 things. We take 3 cardboards. We can take more than 3 cardboards, but here we are taking 3 cardboards. You can take 4, 5, 6, 10, whatever number of cardboard you wanted to, you can take. So we are taking 3 cardboards. So suppose this one is a cardboard 1, this one is cardboard 2, and this one is cardboard 3. And we are placing a candle here. We are placing a candle here. Okay, and we place all the cardboard in a straight line at a particular height, and at a particular height we make a small hole in 3 of the cardboard so that all the holes should be in a straight line. So whatever we have made the arrangement, we have taken 3 cardboards, we have placed it at a particular height. In front of it we have placed a candle, and in all the 3 cardboards we have made a hole in a particular height so that all the holes should be in a straight line, and through these holes candle should be visible. Understood? These are the arrangements. Now holes are in a straight line and we are keeping our eye here. So we are keeping our eye here, and as we keep our eye here, we क्या जाएगा, means have a look from this hole. So candle is visible, light of the candle is visible properly. Now what we need to do, first, second or third, displace any of the cardboard from its position such that hole should not be in a straight line. So I am displacing this cardboard and I have kept it at a particular hole was here. Now these holes are not in a straight line. So as these holes are not in a straight line but light always travel in a straight line, so from this hole light will not bend to this hole. Light will always tends to travel in a straight line, and in such a situation we find that as we have displaced any of the cardboard, means candle is not visible from क्या जाएगा, means from this end. Why? Candle is at its position, all the other cardboards are at its position, but only one cardboard has been displaced from its position such that hole should be not in a straight line. So under that situation we find that as the holes are not in a straight line, light is not reaching to our eyes. Why light is not reaching to our eyes? Because it is not in a straight line, and behavior of the light to travel in a straight line. So we do the same experiment with the second cardboard, with the first cardboard. So in each and every cases we see that whenever the holes are in a straight line, candles are visible completely, lights are visible, light is visible completely. But whenever cardboards are displayed, light is not visible. This proves that light always travel in a straight line. Simple experiment, we can take a hollow pipe, hollow straight pipe, metallic, plastic, whatever you want to take you can. So we are taking a hollow means pipe, and from that pipe we are keeping a candle. Again candle, keep a candle here, and so from one end when you see the candle is visible completely. Now what to do, make the pipe little bit bent. Now I am taking that pipe but I am bending it little bit. So as now in such a situation, whenever from one end candle is seen and the light is seen, light is not visible, candle is not visible because it has been bent. And the property of light to travel in a straight line, that will light will travel in a straight line up to a particular place, and after that light will not travel. So this shows that light always travel in a straight line, and this shows the rectilinear behavior of the light. So if you have been told to give the experiment, experimentally verify the rectilinear propagation of the light, so any of the experiment you can choose and you can write it in your answers. So only in this way we can prove that light travel in a straight line. After doing this, now we are coming to the ray of light and beam of light, and different means beam of light. A ray of light, a narrow light. What I am telling about? A narrow ray of light is said to be, a straight line of light is called a ray of light. A narrow straight line of light, ray of light. I'm coming to the ray of light. A narrow straight line of light, a straight line of light is called ray of light. Ray of light. So what is definition of the ray of light? A narrow straight line of light is called a ray of light. So a ray we can represent in this manner. So this one is the ray of light. If it is single, it will be called a ray of light. So a group of ray of light is said to be the beam of light. Other word is beam of light. Next one is about the beam of light. Beam of light. So beam of light, a group of ray of light is said to be the beam of light. A group of ray of light is called beam of light. Beam of light. So this one is said to be the beam of light. Now beam are of different types. One is the parallel. Now I'm coming to this one. So the beam of light are of different types. One is the parallel beam of light, other is the divergent beam of light, and other one is the convergent beam of light. So first of all we will discuss about the parallel beam of light. So the parallel beam of light, when the ray of light are parallel to each other, that means they will never intersect each other at any point. When the rays of light are parallel to each other such that they will never intersect each other at any point, then they are said to be, they have a particular distance between them, so then they are said to be the parallel beam of light. Understood now? Again I am repeating it. When the ray of light are parallel to each other such that they will never intersect each other at any point, then they are said to be the parallel beam of light. है ना? When the ray of light are parallel to each other, they are said to be parallel beam of light. Obviously clear. Next one is the convergent beam of light. So whenever the rays of light from the different sources meet at a point, that means they will converge at a point, they will meet at a point. So they will originate from the different sources, but finally they will meet at a point, then this is said to be the convergent beam of light. That means kya jayega, putting together, come at a point, particular point. So when the rays of light from the different sources meet at a point, they are said, when the rays of light, I am writing it, when the rays of light from different sources meet at a point, they are said to be convergent beam of light. So that is the convergent beam of light. And the other one that is we have, that is the divergent beam of light. Divergent beam of light. So whenever the rays of light from a particular set get diverged get spread in a kya jayega, all possible direction, in all possible places. Whenever the rays of light from a particular point get spread in all possible directions, then they are said to be the divergent beam of light. That means in convergent it was from the different sources and meet at a particular point. In divergent it will be from a particular point and it will get spread in all possible places. So these are the convergent, divergent, and the beam of light and the ray of light. So today's topic was, I think, clear. It was the rectilinear propagation of light, divergent beam of light, rectilinear propagation of light, ray of light, then the beam of light, parallel beam, convergent, and the divergent. In next video we will discuss topic and we will do different topics.